to me. Yeah.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Johnny Bond, the show. Oh my God, I'm not gonna like that. Oh boy, give me 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. The devil's always somewhere around. Okay. Welcome to the Johnny Bond show. As my brothers say, it's a wild, wild world out there. And y'all be careful out there. Donald Trump has made it so bad for everybody. Pink, white, black, and brown. He's the most worstest person ever been in the White House. He needs a psychosocial assessment. He needs to be put in a straitjacket immediately. A lot of y'all are still having church. And you're talking about all this stuff, but you're not talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump needs to be put out of office. All pastors, white, black, Hispanic, and brown. He needs to be moved now. He's raping and robbing black America, black Hispanic brothers in America. Now he's robbing his own people. He out in the street on it. This is bad. You come here and get knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. Today's topic, I won't let the cat out the bag. Today's topic, to get your hands out of my pocket. We just got robbed. Get your hand out of my pocket. We just been robbed. Get your hands out of my pocket. We just been robbed by Greg Abbott and Patrick and Donald Trump. They want 5 seats, 2 in Dallas and 3 here. They want Jasmine Crockett gone and Al Green. And they want to go bad. This is illegal. This is rape and robbery. This is robbery. It is worse venue if we could ever see it. This is completely disrespectful. And yet, it is happening. As I try to cool off before I start this show, I need my sister, she's anywhere close to me, my COO, to show you what we stand for and some of the people we touch till she put the rest of them together, the Temptations and other people we done touch, Jill Scott, other people we done touch. Anita Baker. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this so you can learn how we fight. Come on.
Might as well go ahead and let the cat out the bag now then, man, and let them know, man, to start right now following the Johnny Binder Show. Yeah, start following right now. Start following Johnny Binder Show on YouTube right now. Johnny Binder Show on YouTube. Start following right now. Look, let me tell y'all straight up. I have to hold him back at times. So, like, y'all think y'all hearing something on my show. I have to hold him back because this dude be on go. Like go, 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 go. So I know y'all gonna enjoy his content. So make sure you follow the Johnny, but it's not the Johnny Binder, but Johnny Binder Show on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, he gonna be streaming like y'all ain't seen this dude. Like he put in the work for real, and that's why I rock with him. He really do put in the work in the community. A lot of people talk that community talk.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out of the game. Whatever money you got, go open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open than to do what my partner did. He gave his money to a restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like half a million with him. and now he out of Galveston. So now he get rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with Willie D or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm gonna build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. But get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you'll be dead. It's not worth it. So this Johnny Biden talking to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah. Yeah.
All this old new boo stuff,
Yeah.
shooting and killing each other, man. That ain't gangster.
Listen to me. Yeah.
That ain't gangster.
Listen to me.
I want to wake our people up. And the Bible, God says, you destroy it for the lack of knowledge. I'm not playing. I don't do that. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to do everything I can. Because in Ezekiel 34, God said we clothe ourselves. We fed ourselves. But we have not fed the flock. And the flock has scattered all over America. So we, so-called ministers, pastors, and bishops, you cannot say we did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the John Bond Show. I pray that you like what my COO put together. It's one of the best I've seen in a long time. She's doing part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. We have a new video for you every other day, every week. As we get more staff in, where she can be more dedicated to produce this, produce the movie. She's qualified. She can work with some major people. And we're going to get this movie out. We're going to call the name Redemption. American Gangster. Redemption to the American Gangster. Taliban. Redemption for the American Gangster. Taliban. The other brother going down. He's a snitch. He just tell on the police. He just didn't tell on the police. He told on everybody but his mother. Talked to his wife with Tony Fame on the phone. When they called me and she told me she would come on my movie and play herself. I love her for that. She's brave and she won't do us right. Because I cannot leave him out here like that, like he's a hero when he's a zero. And I can't let little children keep thinking the American Gangster movie was something when it was nothing but a lie. You know, Denzel didn't know he was a snitch. I know for a fact if Denzel knew he was a snitch, he wouldn't have did the movie. Denzel ain't broke. Nowhere close. So Denzel, I'd like you to help me with my movie, where we can save lives. We're talking about me fighting 7 police, a 41 arrest, about going to prison for robbing the jury store for $1 million, 4-month trial, 9 lawyers, 300 witnesses on death row tank, killing police officers I've never seen. Oh, it's there, man. And God saved me, Denzel. Come help me do this movie where we can open up vocational schools and save our kids and our kind. I'm Johnny Bonda. Call me at 281-896-8215. God saved me for this moment. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm glad you're at the Johnny Bonda Show. Pray that y'all start subscribing more so I can get to that 1,000. I think I'm about 500 short. I'm already over 40,000 views. That's wonderful. Me and Willie D from the Ghetto Boys and did over 8 million views. So we have your ears because I was talking about Johnny Bonda, but I kept talking about how God saved me. The name of the show tonight is Get Your Hands Out of My Pocket. I'm not going to explain what that means. We just got robbed. I'm going to let other people come on. Pray they come on. Well, see if they can answer it. Let me see what we just got here. We look how finally showed up. Took you long enough. Sit down. We talking real tonight. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. That's on each one of them? Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. It looks like you showed up on the book. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. Brother, I got to show his name. This brother, I don't think it's been a time, Catherine, that he has not been here. I want to salute you, brother, because we owe you to do what we say we do, to look out for you and make sure you're good. So we love you, Kendrick Ballard, and you're wonderful, brother. Wherever you at, hey, whatever you're doing, we honor you. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a hijacking going on here in Houston. It's been going on for the last 2 weeks. Donald Trump has become the #1 robber in America. He ain't just lying to people and getting them off their jobs. He done went worse than that. Now he wants 5 seats. And he'll do anything to take to get them. This man's the rottenest person ever been in the White House in the history of time. Instead of all 11 of the Democrats walking out, 2 of them held back. They can pass that bill in 3 minutes, 3 seconds. Take out 5 seats. In the boycott, they went over a year. They sacrificed.
Minister, can you tell us what the seats, for people that don't know, what seats we're talking about?
Jasmine Crockett's seat, Al Green, and the seat that Sheila Jackson Lee had. They are creating a major problem. Purposely, Donald Trump wants Al Green and Jasmine Crockett, the 2 people that give him hell. He want them out the seat. He illegally came after them. And Greg Abbott, his flunky is walking with him. So they're trying to take our seats where we won't have no voice for our brown people and black people. And like Boris Miles, the senator said, we have to stop it, and we have to stop it now. This is historical, and we can't, and we will not. We have to fight. If we was gonna ever fight, ladies and gentlemen, it's got to be now. It's got to be now. We have been robbed. Get your hands out of my pocket. We just got robbed.
Yes.
We have been robbed. I won't tell you where that came from. My sister
can I
thought
tell
about it. Say it again.
I said, can I tell them? Or you want somebody else to tell them?
No, they don't need to know right now. Let them think. Everybody come on, let them think. We make it easy to them. make it easy for them sometimes too fast. Let them think. Get your hand out of my pocket. We're gonna wait about 20 minutes because we're gonna be off the show in 30 minutes. It's 15:25. You did a great job with that, and they seen it. They seen your great work, and I was waiting for Robin. I guess she's busy. Only one I didn't send it to was Fred. You don't have Fred number, do you?
I do not. But when you say get your hand out my pocket, I need you to say it with some emphasis. Because this is serious, right?
It's plenty serious.
Yeah. Just like if I bumped into you on the street and I'm trying to jack you, what you gonna tell me?
Yes, it don't get no serious than somebody putting their hand in your pocket. They have violated you. They have violated you in uh, they have violated you in every perspective. So you have a right.
You said something earlier before we came on the air. You said that you would never have thought that you would have lived to see this day. So I guess, just from your living, how are you feeling about all that? I know you're angry, like all of us, but can you just kind of tell us what that's like for you to witness this?
I ain't never thought in a million years. Yes, ma'am. Hit the button. You hit the button. Come on, sis. We've been on. We've been on about 10 minutes. Been on. All right. So I'm upset because you done raped us, robbed us, worked us for over 300 years, almost 40 years, with no pay, no reparation. I love your sister. Uh, um, it's coming on. She's a powerful sister. She know how to hit the button. Uh, Megan, lawyer Megan. But it's bad, man. I'm trying to hold myself together because I don't want to look like I done lost my mind in talking about this. As she is, ladies and gentlemen. As she is. Bring her on immediately. This is a lawyer. I want her to speak on get your hands out of my pocket. We just been robbed. Get your hands out of my pocket. We just been robbed. Ladies and gentlemen, no further ado. One of the greatest lawyers in this city. I honor and respect her. And lawyer Megan, front and center. How you doing, Miss Megan?
Hey y'all, hey. Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, you gonna be getting cases off here. We touched 8,
But
9
that's not what
million.
I'm here for.
Well, I know that. I know. But a lot of people need help. You outstanding lawyer, so I didn't mean it like that. But we talking about tonight. It's the Johnny Binder show, but it's God's show, and I always show people how God saved me. And me and Willie D done touched on more than 9 million people. Other day, you heard me talking to him, and I told him I ain't gonna let him go, and I meant that. So he said, "Get your hands out of my pocket. We just got robbed." And a lot of people don't know what that means. My lawyer, my friend, do you know what it means and where that slogan come from? Get your hands out of my pocket.
Well, I mean, honestly, it really depends on the context because it could mean a million things.
Okay, I'm gonna help you out. A movie.
Uh-huh.
It was a movie, one of the greatest movies, civil rights movies ever done. And Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X,
It's a movie. And the man jumped up and said, "Get your hand out of my pocket." But the guns came from up here. They never came from the bottom. Uh, Catherine, tell her where that come from.
Came from the movie Malcolm X.
I saw that.
Get your hands out of my pocket. Get your hands out of my pocket. That would distract the people where the people up here could shoot Malcolm. It looked like the people on the ground shot him, but it was the people at the top because they had professional shooters. They wanted to make sure they killed him like they did Martin Luther King, John Kennedy, Tupac, Biggie, yes, and then put Michael Jackson to sleep and kill Prince. The J. Edgar Hooverness, the government, working with these house Negroes to kill our people. But again, get your hands out of my pocket. We've been robbed today. 51 people walked out, and some of them came back today, and 2 of them went weak. And we plan on running them out the district. We're going to put their name everywhere. See, the bus cot, they had over 300 days, over a year, and they stuck it out. They stuck it out. They stuck it out. And the bus cot changed the whole bus system now. That's the only way black people being transported now around respectfully, and they got to sit at the back of the bus because the people sacrifice. If you do not sacrifice, you will never be free. Back to you, Miss Megan.
I mean, I agree with that. That entirely, we as Black people have to make a step towards our own successes and make sacrifices that require us to do things that we otherwise wouldn't have expected to do to make sure that we are in a better position. However, Minister, I don't know if I hear a question because I entirely agree with it everything you're saying, and I want to add commentary to this conversation, but
Please
at
do.
this moment, all I know is I agree.
Yeah.
May I ask the question, Megan? Dr.
Indeed,
Megan?
of
Ask
course.
her a question.
Thank you. I ask myself this question all the time because when I was younger, I was ready. I was fight the power. I had my fist up, had my
Same,
medallion around my neck. I was ready. I was ready to rumble. But when you get
same.
older, your sensibilities change. So,
Indeed,
what would you be willing to give up at this point? What would you be willing to sacrifice for the fight?
my life. And when I say my life, I don't necessarily mean like lay down on train tracks and, literally sacrifice my existence on this planet. But I would be willing to go to jail. I would be willing to compromise all that I have worked for the greater good. That's my stance.
My God. Yeah, Boris Miles, the senator, he was saying it's hard for the
I know
people.
him.
And I want to say to Boris Miles, and I will call him, and I should have sent him the link. I should have sent him the link and asked him to come on. And it is so important. I think I will do that. So play the commercial so she can see it up here and hear it why I call the senator, because I want him to speak, saying how hard it is for people to fight for the constituents. You have to fight sometime and talk to your wife and your family and say, I'm not going to be home for 4 months. We'll be talking on the phone, on Zoom. You have to hold it down, baby. I'm fighting for a cause that's bigger than myself. I'm fighting for a cause to save millions of people lives. And this thing will go all over America if we don't fight. This is what I want to say to my boys, Miles. Put the tape on and stay on with us, Dr. Megan. Put the tape on, run it while I call it senator.
May I offer a counter? And can I just let you go to the green room and then me and Megan can continue the discussion since I just played it?
Yes, you
Oh,
can. You can ask
and I
Megan
might have
another
missed
question.
it.
You can
Huh?
ask.
Lawyer
Might
We're
have
make
missed
gonna
it if
play
you
it.
just
Oh,
played
trust,
it.
we're going to play it again, but we just played it like 5 minutes ago. It's kind of
Okay.
long. I don't want to wear the audience out.
Okay.
Oh gosh, it's our intro video.
Well, but I'd love to hear your commentary. Like, even if you didn't replay it, could you give me your commentary on what this is?
It's a promotional video for the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and
a
you need to
promotional
play it.
video for the show. It's long, so from a production standpoint, I don't see the value like right now.
Sure, but I'd love to hear you give your take on it, if you will.
The take on the video.
Yeah.
Yes.
My take on the video is I was attempting to capture as big and full as Dr. Jeremiah's life is. It was my
What's up,
aim
man? You did
to
good
try
tonight.
to
You spoke
capture.
on rolling. You spoke good on rolling.
Well, let me hear it, then, Dr. Jeremiah. Let me hear it. Let me hear what she got to say about it, because I'm curious now.
Yeah, it was to capture his journey so far. So it started with him starting out being his fight for justice, him being incarcerated. It shows him within his shackles when he was first arrested, not first arrested, when he was arrested with Marie Preston back in 88. And then it shows him being set free and the people that were responsible, like
And
Dougie
this is
Fresh.
Boris Miles.
Pardon me?
This is Boris Miles we're talking about?
No, we're talking about Dougie Fresh.
Okay.
Are you
Oh,
back?
okay. Oh.
You didn't have your mic. You were muted.
Okay, I'm talking about Senator Boris Miles is finna come on my show soon to get home. I just talked to him. I used to be his minister, so he's coming on to tell us how the people got robbed today. Play the tape, baby. I understand it's been played a while ago. Play it again. Play it.
Audience, I really hope you're enjoying this because you're probably going to see it about 3 or 4 more times. And it's not, I'm going to cut it in half for y'all. That way we'll have segments to play it in.
I want her to see
Let's
the
have
whole
the good
tape.
stuff.
When we
Catherine.
need to play it in segments. Hey,
Catherine.
here it comes.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
Man, well, we might as well go ahead and let the cat out the bag now then, man, and let them know, man, to start right now following the Johnny Binder Show. Yeah, start following right now. Start following Johnny Binder Show on YouTube right now. Johnny Binder Show on YouTube. Start following right now. Look, let me tell y'all straight up. I have to hold him back at times. So, like, y'all think y'all hearing something on my show. I have to hold him back because this dude be on go. Like, go. So I know y'all gonna enjoy his content. So make sure you follow the Johnny, but it's not the Johnny Binder, but Johnny Binder Show on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, he gonna be streaming like y'all ain't seen this dude. Like, he put in the work for real, and that's why I rock with him. He really do put in the work in the community. A lot of people talk that community talk.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out the game. Whatever money you got, go open some kind of business. Even though I opened than to do what my partner did. He gave his money to a restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like half a million with him. And now he out of Galveston. So now he gets rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with Willie D. Or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm gonna build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. But get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you go into prison And 85, 90% of the time you do, when you get out, you'll be dead. It's not worth it. So this Johnny Biden talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah. Yeah.
All this old new boo stuff,
Yeah.
shooting and killing each other, man. That ain't gangster.
Listen to me. Yeah.
That ain't gangster. So
Listen to me.
I want to wake our people
Yeah.
up. And in the Bible, God says, "You destroy it for the lack of knowledge." I'm not playing. I don't do that. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm gonna do everything I can. Because in Ezekiel 34, God said we clothe ourselves. We fed ourselves, but we have not fed the flock. And the flock is scattered all over America. So we, so-called ministers, pastors, and bishops, you cannot say we did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Johnny Biner Show, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, I had to get her to show it again. She can't show it enough. It's telling the story of the movie gonna come out. We're gonna do part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 till we get to the movie. We'll keep giving shots out. What I did with Anita Baker was some more stuff I did with Whitney Houston, with her mother, uh, with both Temptation. Ali Woodson, when he went platinum in 1986, was in Vegas. When my brother, the other lead singers of Temptation, went to see my daughter while she was sick, Dennis Edward. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot to put out there to show you what God did to save me and bring me back. Now we want to talk to my sister, the lawyer, Megan. My question, what could you say to young girls, young boys? Tell them about how the president of the United States of America is taking seats out of America unjustly. What could you say to them to keep them strong and keep them fighting for their freedom?
Educate yourself. I start there. I say that the very best thing that we can do as people, as African Americans in particular, is to educate ourselves. And everybody, we've heard it a million times that we as a people have to be a little bit better. Let's just say a little bit better than the average bear to get the same recognition, accolades, and respect that the less than average bear gets. So, the best thing that you can do for yourself and your people, your community, is to be educated in a way. And I don't necessarily mean, now listen, I'm an educator. I taught eighth grade algebra. I went to school a lot, well, a whole lot. I got a law degree. I am out here working with credentials that I may or may not need necessarily. With the level of education that I have, I may or may not need all of the credentials that I have in order to contribute back to the community that contributed and poured into me. So, what you can do is, for one, don't be part of the problem. Start there.
That's right. That's right.
For two, don't be anything less than a solution.
That's right.
Take matters into your own hands
Speak, sister.
and know what your limitations are. Know what, like, listen now, let me give you an example. I you know, I run hot. My body runs hot. And I'm a pageant girl. I run the Miss Plus America pageant system. I've been a pageant queen for a very long time. And something I learned back in 2013 is I know my limitations. I know that I can't be out here with my heart pumping all fast, wearing an evening gown and high heel shoes and my hair and my makeup all done, and I don't have a fan. I know my limitations. And I take that into everything that I do. Know your limitations and also know what you're good at, know where your strengths are, and pour into yourself first. You know, they say when you're on an airplane, don't help somebody put a face mask on. If the things drop down from the ceiling, you on a plane, don't be the one to start helping people. Next thing you know, you needing help yourself. Put your face mask on first. And that principle applies in more instances than just when you're sitting on an airplane on your way to your little vacation to Jamaica. It applies in your everyday life. Be the person that doesn't need help with their face mask. Then you have the ability with your face mask on to run around and help everybody else. And
Lord have
that's how
mercy.
I live my life, is trying not to be the girl that needs help with the face mask, but the girl that's got her face mask on and is helping other people help their baby,
Speak,
you
speak,
know.
speak, speak.
So when you contribute back to your community in the way, or even better, how about this, even better, more so than they contributed to you, do better, better, be more than that which created you. Because now that I had a community that put me where I am, I have the ability to put somebody else better than where I
My God. Say that again. Please say that again.
am. Be better. Put your face mask on first in real life. In real life, get your education, learn, study up. Make sure that your finances are together. Make sure that you're not out here running the game and you haven't invested financially into your own long-term longevity. Longevity. Like, make sure that you are not contributing to the problem, but you are creating a solution. Be that. And I can't tell you how that is, because for me, it's law. For me, it's pageantry. For me, it's uplifting black women or it plus size women. It is whatever that is, right? That's Megan. That's Dr. Meg. But for the next person, it might be that you're mowing lawns so that somebody doesn't have the HOA coming after them trying to foreclose on their house because they're getting all these HOA fines because they just don't have a lawnmower. Or
Teach,
the
sister.
next
Teach.
thing, you got to contribute back to your community, because I'm gonna tell you something else here. Believe this: we as black people, we are probably the worst at contributing back to our community.
That's a fact.
When I go eat pho, for instance, when I go eat Asian soup in Midtown, I am just about the only black person in there, and it is 99 other Asian people in there contributing back. When we go get our nails done, And I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't got my nails done by a black woman in some years. But I know there's a lot of black women out there doing nails. And so that's where I can start contributing back to my community,
My God.
teaching at the law school. I taught, and I will teach again one day at Thurgood Marshall School of Law, the black law school in Houston. Right? I did it once before. And COVID. God bless COVID, man. COVID changed everything. I understand we all struggle from that hit. I was teaching law school in 2019 and 20 when COVID hit. And I haven't been back yet. Shame on me.
My God.
We got to give
My God.
back. We got to support us. But also, here's the other side of that equation. We as black business owners, we gotta remember customer service.
Say that. Say that. Say that.
We gotta respect, and now listen, customer is always right is the saying. I get it. I own businesses myself, and daggone it, sometimes the customer ain't right. But are you a business owner or aren't you? Are you a customer service provider or aren't you? Because the responsibility as the customer service provider is to make sure that our customers are serviced,
Look at you.
right?
Look at you.
That's our job, right?
Come on.
And so
Come
we
on.
can't be mad. We can't be mad now when the customers come back angry and want things and this, that, and the third. We got to work together. There is a little of this and a little of that. We, as customer service providers, need to provide a customer service, but we, as a community, need to not be going after the people that look like us to hurt them.
Look at you. Look at you.
I'm just
Boy,
saying. Don't
that's
get me on my soapbox now.
that's a good one.
I'm just saying, listen, I love my people. I am here. I live off of MLK, right? I live with us. I serve my community. And I grew up, by the way, I grew up in A-Leaf on the far west side of town. And back in the 80s and 90s, when I was kind of my family was kind of the only family over there, like that looked like us. So we were servicing another culture. I have grown up to understand that my people, we serve the same God and we serve each other. And as long as we keep that in mind, as long as we put on our face mask first, and then next look to the next person who is gonna help us. Like, oh, I was having trouble, but here he is. Here she come. She got her face mask on. She gonna help me get my baby together. She gonna help. We serve each other next. We serve God first. We serve ourselves next. Our family and ourselves next. And then we serve our people. And I think we'll be better if we start taking a page out of the book of the other cultures that do that. That's all I'm saying.
Lord have mercy. Dr. Megan ain't playing. She opened that thing up. Let me see what Fred got to say to her. Frederick
Uh-oh, now
Muhammad,
we're
how
taking
you doing?
questions. I wasn't ready for no questions. I was just gonna say what I had to say and go. But
You did a great job. You did a great job. I'll be
Fred,
glad when you
what you
come
got
on
for me?
where the people can see you. Frederick Muhammad,
Yes, sir.
this is our lawyer, Miss Megan, Dr. Megan. She got a bunch of degrees. She's a powerful lady. She works hard. The name of the thing on the Johnny Bonner show tonight is "Get Your Hand Out of My Pocket." We just been robbed. You know where that's. You know where that come from? Get your
Yes,
hand out
sir.
of my pocket.
Yes, sir.
Where it come from?
Came from Malcolm X.
Was I the only one that didn't get the reference? Shame on me.
It's all right.
Shame
Brother
on me.
Fred, explain to her how important it is to our lawyer Megan about get our hand out of pocket, even though we know they ain't the one killed her. The The autopsy showed that the bullets came from the top. That was a distraction, like we being distracted now with Donald Trump. But that Essen file, because he know in that file he'll be indicted. So he's doing everything he can to create problem in D.C., come to Texas, speak about the distraction the President of the United States of America is doing and the governor's doing for distraction, trying to take the seat from Jasmine Crockett and Al Green. Speak to our lawyer, our doctor about this, and to our guests.
Well, first of all, it's always an honor and a blessing to come on the show with you, brother. Uh, it's very crucial in this day and time where we see where the lives of human beings are being played with, and if you understood the movie Malcolm X, and I'm only making reference to the movie because that's what he said.
Get your hand out of my pocket.
You
You
know,
just
but
been robbed,
it
ladies and
can
gentlemen.
go many ways. It don't literally mean that it can be your pocket. It can be
Hmm.
your riches, your mentality. You understand the
Your
world.
Your mental.
education.
Can dig in your mind and use deceptive intelligence to where they can be manipulated and scheme people. See, I was always told there's two types of people in this world. You can either be a liability or you can be an asset.
My God.
And so we understand that we are not liabilities because when you're a liability, that means you are debt to someone.
My God.
But when you become an asset, that means you can show me how to make more than what I already have. Now, I just heard you speak about you had numerous of businesses uh, and to that effect. However, I would like to say this, the system is not designed for us to rise to the top.
Come on. Come on.
It's designed to keep the black man and woman down.
Hmm.
And as you see, all these laws that came in effect, soon as Trump took office, it's targeted at the black race.
Come on.
You understand? To where, if you look back in 1923, when Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when they took and dropped bombs on that city and took everything, this was Black Wall Street. And as you notice, I got on a shirt called Black Lives Matters because they do matter in this day and time. But however, we got to keep in mind that, hey, man, this show is just what it is. And I thank Brother Jeremiah for opening up this talk show so people can come and be a voice. Don't be afraid to come and speak, man. Don't be afraid to come and put your input in, because this is what this is designed for. And when we are learning how to come together, because greed is what destroys us as a race of people.
What destroys?
Greed,
Lord have mercy.
greed, greed.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to interrupt you, and I'm so sorry, but I have to disagree. That I think the thing that destroys us is our own position to be victims.
And that's true too. That's true. That's very true.
I think it's almost the opposite. I
But
think there is a small fraction of us that find greed as our catalyst, but I think the vast majority of us are like, well, ain't nobody,
well,
ain't nobody.
let's look at it like this here, right? If you had $1 million, right? Not just you per se, but how
Hmm.
many people will have $1 million and will put it in the next person's hand? And if they tell them what they're gonna do with that $1 million.
But isn't that the crab mentality that we have been dealing with for centuries? That crab
Exactly.
in a barrel mentality?
Exactly.
That's the point I'm
Exactly.
talking about.
Okay, and I'm with you, but also we are so scared that someone is always out to get us to where there's no trust. There's no trust.
But who do
So,
you trust but yourself
well,
on this planet? I mean,
well,
I don't place trust in anyone except the people that have are dead and gone in my life now. My parents and myself. I got to do for me and then put out for the next and hope that they trust me. And if they don't, that's okay. But I'm doing my part. But
And then you
I rely on no one.
and that's from my understanding the proper thing to do. Now I'm not never saying you're wrong about what you're saying, but what I'm saying is we got to be able to think outside of the box when it
Indeed.
comes to the next individual. Because if we're trying to unite, if we're trying to take back what's rightfully ours, how are we to do that, sister?
I think, well, first, I think we start by saying that it's not about taking back, it's about sharing in the wealth. It's about it doesn't have to be you, it doesn't have to be me or the next person. It can be all of us. There's enough pie for all of us. We just got to figure out how to go get it and find a seat at the table and not necessarily be on this mission of conquering the world and taking over because I don't see that happening in our foreseeable future. What I do see happening is we have a place at the table and we have a voice that is heard and respected equally amongst all nations and cultures.
And that's true because I'm not against creed, class, or color. Let's get that understood. Uh, However, what I'm trying to still say
Explain
is
to her about greed. Do not get away from that.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
because
Explain
I'm
to her
not
why
gonna
you
let you
said
make
greed.
it.
no.
Yes, sir.
Well, see,
Sister
greed
Bunny,
is
come
like
right
I
on.
say,
Don't you?
is where when we don't want to
Please.
honor and help the next individual to where, let's say, like the brothers say, well, I'm trying to build playgrounds, I'm trying to build schools and houses for the community or for the children. And we know that this is the way to go, but yet it's still, we don't want to give and to support that individual who's saying what they want to do with this money. So we are so selfish to the degree to where we don't want to trust the next individual with that type of money because we already think that someone is out to try to get over or try to take. And so we don't want to
Isn't that the pretext of this entire discussion is that that's what's happening? So
yes,
how is it fair for us to even suggest people do that when the entire pretext is we can't trust nobody?
and that's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. That's why I say everything you were saying was right on point.
I think it's hard to talk to our people and say, trust and, this, that, and the third when the actuality is create your own. So you need not trust anybody.
But if you are leading by example and people can look at you and see the works that you put in, then they can't help but to help compensate you and lead you in that direction, right?
I disagree. I disagree. I think there are some people on this planet that are going to figure out a way to backstab you or be disloyal to you, no matter how gracious and righteous you are. I don't believe that we should go into this believing that there are people out there we can trust. I think there is a limitation, and that maybe that's a lawyer in me, but I don't think it's an appropriate approach to trust anyone outside of your own.
What do you
Maybe
mean
that's just
by
me.
what do you mean by trust anyone but your own? Because I'm gonna speak to you in facts, not what I think or I believe. I have facts, but before I give you the facts, because you have made this show very interesting. I wish they could see your face, but you have made this show very interesting. You say you can only trust, you
Next
can't trust
time.
nobody but your own. What do you mean by that? Before I answer all that.
Well, when I say you can't trust anybody but your own, I really mean yourself.
Okay.
And
Okay.
maybe, like my daddy, hung the moon. He invented Velcro, as far as I'm concerned. And there are certain people in my life that would go to the grave with me. There are those people, and you got to figure out who those people are in your life. But at the end of the day, the person, the single one, only individual person that you can rely upon to do exactly what you need them to do, that's you. Just you.
Is it really?
Okay.
But I don't believe that.
Yeah, what
I
you say,
want
sis?
Fred, let me say something.
Go ahead.
Young lady, Dr. Megan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I respect what you're saying. You're a lawyer, but what you're saying is not true for me because I have about 10 people I trust.
Okay.
Uh, and one of them is on the phone, Frederick. I was
I'm
in the
not saying
building
you
with,
can't trust nobody.
hold up. I understand. But I trust him because he been vetted. What I was trying to
Okay.
tell Kirby John, you got snakes around you because big as Kirby John is, when that white boy, that devil, sent from Trump and the government to trick him down there to get them things because he's one of the biggest pastors in America that built 2 subdivisions because he was talking about Trump with a Texas Children's Hospital and 5 charter schools. So what I'm trying to tell Kirby John, Pastor Kirby John, I love you, man. But if anybody is still around you, that was around you when you was in Sweetport or whenever that man brought that to you and didn't stop you and didn't tell you don't do that or didn't go and vet that white boy and you found out his life's been gone for 2 years, then you still got an informant around you. That's why Martin Luther King is dead right now. Right
Okay.
now. We got the book where Andrew
Okay.
Young and Jesse Jackson knew for a fact what was going on. Got the book right now. I love
Dr.
Jesse.
Jeremiah, I'm
So
sorry to cut you off.
huh?
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Come on.
But I think where you and I have the disconnect is that I am not suggesting that you rely upon other people's respect or allegiance to other people. I'm saying that your limitation stops at you. And if you decide that you are going to extend grace or allegiance to another individual, then you have to take into consideration their allegiances and graces.
Yes, I
And
agree.
I respect that, but you're missing what I'm saying. I'm
And
telling you that Frederick Muhammad has been vetted by me. In the belly of the beast, he had my back. If he had my back and they could have
did he
stabbed me
make
and
all the
killed
right
me,
decisions?
say it again.
Did he make all the right decisions in your opinion?
He made all the right decisions. I'd have got killed. I was going on the podium and teaching. He was my security. He was watching for me. He was taking care of me, looking out for me.
And what
And
about his allegiances? Did they
what you mean by
too?
that?
The people that he trusted, did they also have your back the same
Yes,
way
ma'am, they
that
did.
you entrusted? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
then I think we're on the same page.
That's why I was saying what I was saying.
Come on, Fred. We'll listen to you now. And I'll come right
Now,
behind you.
basically what she's saying, I understand what she's saying, and she make a lot of sense. You know, she's not saying that you can't trust no one, but she's saying that it first starts with you, the
That's
individual
right.
itself.
But you
Mhm.
can't live in the world and not trust someone.
We
Yes, you
understand that.
can.
That's what I'm saying. You
The
can't do
lies
it.
you tell,
It won't work. It don't
doctor,
work.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Please
But
disagree.
ain't
Come on,
nobody
I'm gonna
got you
prove
but
to you.
you
Come on.
first. And then you build a fortress around you, a team of allies that you respect and trust, and their allies and allegiances you respect and trust because you respect and trust them. But damn it, I'll bite you. Nope. You start with you, and then you
I'm,
start with the next
I'm
one.
gonna try this again. I like this. It's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad that y'all listening. You can learn tonight. This is the Johnny Binder Show, and we got the lawyer on here with all these degrees.
So let me deal with her degrees.
You're funny.
What I want to say to you, my beautiful lawyer, is that the people I trust ain't but a few, but the people I trust, I vetted them. Lawrence Adams, Minister Lawrence Adams. When I came home, he took care of me, took care of everything. My son, Pastor Aaron Binder, took care of me, took care of my family, got the church now, St. James, out in Pearland on Bailey. William Muhammad, the karate man, my professor, I can trust him. Captain Khalil, the man stood with me for 34 years. I can trust him. So it's certain people. James, my lieutenant, who ran in the rain with me, and the minister, to
So
make
why
me
are we
home.
here, doctor?
Huh?
Why are we here, doctor?
Say it again.
I said, why are we here?
Why
If
are we here?
if
Well,
everybody is to be trusted,
I
what's
didn't
the
say that.
discussion?
Don't come back. I didn't say that. I got 200-300 people I know. I know more than people than that. I don't trust them. I trust about 10 people. I'm showing you how I live my life. I'm successful because God gave me a few people I can trust and work with. Catherine, the lady, the COO that comes from Fort Worth. Uh, she's my
Well,
COO. She's on here right now. I didn't trust her from jump. I ain't trust her. But
Uh-huh.
after a year, she kept showing her loyalty to me and to my people, my children, my mother. And she did all this producing and work and straining herself, working night and day, building this company so we can be multi-millionaires to save lives and open up vocational school. Now I trust her and her mother because her mother came over and started helping her. So again, trust is earned. It's something just give somebody. They earn it. So I have a few people, my lawyer, Megan, that I trust. I don't trust no everybody. I
Well,
trust the
so what
people.
I'm saying though is that trust is not always just earned. Sometimes
Now what?
we sometimes trust is not always just simply earned. I entrust my money with a service provider simply because of the let me back up. Barack Obama, he turned out to be great. But we all, as black people, came together and we trusted that this black man was going to do. And it turned out we were right. Thank goodness. Fingers crossed. Thank goodness. But at the end of the day, it's not always a situation where we have people that we can vet. We can, I can ask this person, ask the next person. Sometimes we just have to contribute to our community, and it might be a loss, unfortunately. And
And
that's
can
not just with us. That's with
right.
every culture.
I want to piggyback on something you just said, Dr. Megan. And
Sure.
that to me, trust is relative.
Okay.
All of it, trust and loyalty, all of that has boundaries based on that person. So if you ask me if I trust you, I'm going to trust you based on what you've shown me. I'm going to trust that you're going to be you at a certain point and your self-interest is going to eclipse mine.
Sis, my theory is I trust you as far as I could throw you.
well, let me
So
say
if
this.
you have that though, and so if I can't trust, you said initially that trust is the issue and that you build trust over time with your circle, your fortress. How do you go about doing that?
Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. Because I tell you what, I take a leap of faith every time I go get my nails done at a new nail shop.
Amen.
Every time I go see a new beautician, I trust that she's not gonna leave me bald headed.
Right. That's a different kind of trust, though.
Right.
I'm
No, it's
I'm
not. It's
I'm talking
trust on a
about trusting people.
rudimentary.
So
It's a trust on
hold
a
on.
rudimentary level,
I'm
and
talking
that's
about trust.
sometimes where we have to start.
Okay. I'm talking about trusting people with your life. Ain't no
Well,
whole lot of people.
David, I'll bite you. I don't know why you doing that. I'm not trusting no strangers with my life. I
I
ain't
didn't.
doing it.
That's just not what he's saying.
That ain't what I'm
Uh,
saying.
let me ask you this here. Let me say something, brother John. Let me ask you this, lawyer. Uh,
Yes,
when
sir.
you in the courtroom, right, and you taking on a client, and
Uh-huh.
you represent this client, right? Don't you have your peers around you that you trust to do the homework for you, so you can
Never.
present that in the court?
Never.
Huh?
Never. I never trust my client to tell me the honest truth. Don't.
I didn't say
However,
the client.
That ain't what he
I
said.
say the, I say the
The
ones
people
that
who
you
help
have
you
working,
prepare the case,
the
the
ones
the
that you
your
have working.
secretary, your constituents that help you prepare the case.
I do. I do.
Thank
And
you.
I have had a lot of time to vet them. And I'm not putting no brand new person on a case. No, I
Okay,
trust only the people I trust. Yes.
so this is what brother's saying, that he trusts me with his life. It's just like any other uh, uh, pastor. Let's look at Minister Farrakhan, for example. Look at all the peoples he got surrounded with him, his security. Look at the Pope. Look at his
He was
security.
not the most, but Minister Farrakhan was not the most trustworthy person I would put my life on.
No, no, you're missing my point. The
Hold on,
point I'm
hold on,
making
whoa,
is,
whoa, 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 whoa. She said something on this show. I got to get it straight. What do you mean by that?
I mean, I don't know Minister Farrakhan from Adam. And
Okay,
maybe we have the same beliefs, maybe we don't. But at the end of
okay,
the day, he don't know me from Adam,
okay.
and I
Can I
don't
ask you a
trust
question?
him to make sure that I live tomorrow.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever heard about the Million Man March?
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, when I was 15 years old, I marched on Washington. So yes, I know about
Okay.
it.
Let me go a little bit further. Do you know he the first man on the planet Earth, the whole 196 million miles, 940,000 square miles, land wise 57,255,000 square miles, water wise 139,685,000 square miles of water. Minister Farrakhan is the first man on the planet Earth to bring 2 million men on a Monday, October 16, 1995, on the planet Earth. Not one fight.
I was there. I was 15 years old.
Then you see,
And my
then
response
you
to
was a
that
part of a
is
miracle.
Minister
You was
Farrakhan
a
don't
part of
know
a
me from
miracle.
Adam.
Say what?
My position is I said I marched when I was 15 on Washington. It was in 1995. And I'm telling you right now, he didn't know I was there.
My beloved, you missing what we're saying. You missing what we're saying.
What am I
God
missing?
used Martin Luther King to bring almost 300,000 people out there. We have found people that we can trust. So Martin Luther King was, let me finish. Martin Luther King was a man we could trust because he put his life on the line. Malcolm X was a man we could trust. Muhammad Ali was a man we could trust. So what I'm saying to you, Harry Tubman, freeing slaves and Underground Railroad, and had to tell the black man, I'm gonna give you liberty or
I'm going
get
to
you
say
death.
something unpopular, and I'm sorry to cut you off,
Come on.
but Rosa Parks, and I love her, and I stand by her 100%.
Uh-huh.
Rosa Parks didn't want to give up her seat.
They
And
don't want to give up.
excuse
She
me,
didn't give it up. She
may
started the
I?
bus cot. A little bitty
May I?
woman,
She
weighed
did. She
110
did.
pounds, started the
She did.
bus cot and made Martin Luther King.
She don't know Dr. Meg. She don't know Megan Dickerson. And the point that I'm making is simply
But
this, that we as individuals have the ability to make a difference, make a change on a small scale in a way that the big boycotters, like let's say Rosa Parks, let's just use her for an example. Rosa Parks ain't gonna come to my house and pay my rent or pay my mortgage or make sure that I such and such. No,
what are you
Megan,
saying?
what
We
I'm
just
saying
saying
is
Rosa
that
Parks, she was a freedom fighter. She don't supposed to come in your house and pay your rent. So what
no,
she's
no, no,
opened the
no.
doors
The point that
for
I'm
you to have
making,
freedom to be successful. So what are you saying?
no, let me tell you something. Rosa Parks did something for black people.
Make no doubt
Megan,
about it.
oh, excuse me, but Megan did something for Megan, and Megan can do something for my neighbor and my neighbors. All I'm saying is that on a larger scale, all I'm saying is that there is a difference between Rosa Parks and Megan. The difference is that Rosa Parks don't know Megan. Megan is a Rosa Parks is a freedom fighter, and she is looking at a global picture. But the individuals, the single individuals that are suffering on a smaller scale, they're your neighbors.
We
And
understand
Rosa
that,
Parks
but
don't know their name.
I
So what
think
are you
what you
saying?
I think what you get misconstrued, girl. It's not dealing with individualism. This is what we're not
I,
dealing with
I think that's the
individualism.
argument I'm making is that it starts with individualism.
We understand that, but we talking about going abroad. We're not just talking about staying still.
Where do
See,
you
because I can't do
start?
nothing by myself, and
Where
I
do
don't
you
feel like you can do nothing by yourself.
I
You
can't do
know,
nothing about myself. I promise you nobody had nothing to do with where I am today except
No,
Megan
no,
and
no,
her
no,
parents.
ma'am. Listen, ma'am,
I
baby,
think
that's not true. That's
That
nothing.
is
No one.
entirely true. Rosa
You
Parks
saying
didn't have nothing to do with where I am
why you
today.
keep talking about Rosa Parks?
Aside from the fact that I can sit where the hell I want to sit on a bus, or the global aspect of what she did. I'm not trying to trivialize what she did. She did a great thing for African Americans as a whole. I'm here talking about my neighbor and me and my neighbors. We start here. We got to start somewhere. And people aren't, everybody ain't Rosa Parks. Everybody ain't Martin Luther King.
May I
People are
speak?
just neighbors sometimes. People
May I
are
speak?
just doing their due diligence and duty. That's
Young
all
lady,
I'm here to say.
all,
Do your
all,
due
we-
diligence and duty.
all we trying to say to you, if 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 Buffett, Warren Buffett had $100, he was in Oklahoma. He had $100. All he had. He went and borrowed 100,000. In a few years, he became a billionaire. Tyler Perry was broke for 7 years. 7 years. And people kept helping him. Then Oprah Winfrey put him on the show and he blew out the water. I'm saying to you, I'm at going toward 9 million people right now. I'm the biggest gangster in the state of Texas. But it took Willie D show me to go on to talk about my movie. And now we almost at 9 million views.
And
And
you are making my point
let
that
me
we
finish.
got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Hold up. I'm trying to say how I've been helped. I ain't done this by myself. If Captain don't put all these, we went to the store and spent thousands of dollars, and we still ain't through putting this together. Willie D put this whole show together. So what I'm saying to you, my lawyers fought with me to get me out of prison when I had 40 years. Marie Preston, it was her case. I
And
lost.
how many people did that affect at that moment?
What you
One.
mean? What? About what? What are you saying? How many
My
people say
point
what?
is, you got to start somewhere. And you don't
Yeah,
have to start on the
we
global
agree with that.
level of being Rosa Parks. What I'm trying to tell the people is start with your neighbor. I'm
Ma'am,
saying, I don't think you and I disagree. All I'm saying is that you don't have to be Rosa Parks to make a difference.
ma'am, we all know that. It ain't but one Rosa Parks. I'm not trying to be no Rosa Parks. I love her. She did a great job. Ida B. Well did more than her in the 1800s, and people don't even know who she is. But
I'm
again,
looking at Oprah Winfrey with Tyler Perry. You just made that example. I'm saying Oprah helped one person and she changed the world. I'm trying to make this, the saying, how do you eat an elephant? One fork at a time. And
we
in
don't have
this
a problem with that.
instance,
What we trying to say
and
to you, have you ever read the Willie Lynch letter, 1712 Willie Lynch?
I have not.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure you read it. Take you about 8 minutes. If you read it right now, you'll come up with a different perspective on the show. But anyhow,
I'm not sure I would.
huh?
I'm 46 years in this position. I don't think an 8-minute read is going to change my position, but I will read
Ma'am,
it.
ma'am, knowledge
is the key, and wisdom is the key to success. Not jewelry, not money, not Range Rover, not Escalade, not not a condo. Solomon asked God. God asked Solomon, "What do you want? Want Oprah Winfrey? Want Beyonce? Halle Berry? Who you want? Want Dr. Megan? Who you want?" He said, "I want wisdom." He said, "Solomon, by you asking for that, I'm going to make you the wisest man ever lived and the richest." So in Proverbs 31, is 31 of them. On this show, we teach all churches, all young people and older people, stay in Proverbs one for every day. And stay in Psalms is praise and worship. You're getting it from the Father, David, who's a friend of God, and you're getting it from, he got a heart after God, and you're getting it from Solomon, his son. So when you read Willie Lynch, the letter in 1712, it say they're gonna put in us fear, distrust, and envy. So what we have to do, we got to study to show ourselves approved. You're a great lawyer, but you're gonna have to read Willie Lynch because this is where they kept us in a box. And once you read it, you can see why people still shooting and killing each other because it supposed to been over in 2012, but it said it would be a perpetual cycle. And now we hate each other. What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Boom. What you say, nigga? Boom. Because we've been played to kill one another, snatch each other purse, breaking out. That's why we got burglar bars on houses, burglar bars on this house.
So my
Where you
question for
hear that?
you, Dr. Jeremiah, is
Come on.
how do you propose that I, as a single individual, am capable of changing the world on a global scale when I don't have the means and the access to move mountains?
Can I ask you a question?
After you answer mine,
The question is, you can move mountains. You're moving mountains right now because millions of people are hearing you. You just don't know it. This going viral. So this is why I'm doing this with you because I want them to hear this here. And I'm glad Fred on here because a lot of people think like you and you got a good thought.
well, I think Fred thinks like me, quite frankly.
Who?
I think Fred thinks like me, and I'd like to hear from him ways in which he and I differ in opinion.
Oh, I'll let it speak for itself, Brother Fred.
And by the way, I don't think you do.
You don't think I would?
I don't think Fred does.
I don't know.
Fred does what?
He agree with some of
Disagree.
what you say, but I know for a fact he
Well,
don't agree with
let's
everything you
hear
say.
it. Let's hear
No,
it.
I don't. I don't
Let's
agree
hear
with
it.
everything you're saying.
Hey,
But
Fred, I'm ready
however,
for you.
I'm taught to be respectful of someone else's opinion and ideals. However, like I was trying to make reference to my points a while ago before they was taken out of context. We was going back to self, and we was talking about loyalty and respect
Come
and
on.
being loyal. And when you see people that has your back and you know that they support you 110%, you're gonna go to bat for that person, right?
Indeed.
Lawyer,
Indeed.
you're not?
100%.
Are you saying you will go to bat for them or you saying you won't?
I will.
Okay, so my point is making is you done put your trust in them.
Mm-hmm.
They
You
done
made
put
it
their
on
trust in you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing what I've been saying all along.
Just hit the
Now
button.
we know everything starts with self, but when
Ask
we
your question.
get outside of self is what I'm talking about. Is that we now have to come together as a whole, not just individually.
Agreed.
See, and once I said what I said is that I can't do nothing by myself, but we can accomplish a lot if we put our minds together. But if we can't put our minds together, then how can you know that you could trust me? And how do I know that I could trust you?
Fred, before you move on, I struggle with what you've said a couple of times now, which is I can't do nothing about myself. Huh?
No, you missing
Help
my
me understand
misinterpret
how
what
I
I'm saying.
can't do nothing
I
about
said
myself.
I can't do nothing
He
by
didn't say
myself.
that. He didn't say that.
That those were the words he said, sir. Those were the words, and I'm quoting him.
He said he couldn't do nothing by himself.
I'm re-quoting what he said. I
So,
can't do nothing about myself. I
I didn't say
disagree.
about myself.
no, he didn't say that.
Oh, hold on.
You,
Hold on.
Wow.
Please let Mr. Fred justify what he just said because
that,
and maybe I heard you wrong and I'm staying corrected, but I heard you say I can't do nothing about myself. And I heard
No,
you say
that's
it
not what I
twice.
said. I said I can't do nothing by,
Okay.
not about,
Okay.
by
Okay, fair enough. I
myself.
agree. I agree. I agree to some extent that you can't do nothing. I can do a lot by myself, but maybe you can't.
okay. You're a real independent alpha woman. We see that.
Why did you
And
bring me here?
uh, yeah,
Because you know that's how I am.
but but I'm glad. Wait a minute. I'm glad you like you are because if you would go take your phone, but you own it. But uh, Catherine, can you put Willie Lynch up on the screen?
I can see
I
if I
can't.
can find it. But
Hurry up
before I
and
do that,
just
I
Google it.
understand
I
where
want to
Dr.
hear what
Megan
Catherine
is
got to
coming
say
from.
though.
No,
Now,
I understand where Dr. Megan is coming from. Truly, I do. I understand she's talking about our spirit influence, and we need to start at home.
That
I
and I agree with her on that.
We agree with that.
I got. That's what I
But we
got
don't
out
get
of it.
stuck at home. You don't get stuck at home. We know
I
we go
know,
home.
but
We
can
start
I
at home and
finish
go
my
abroad.
thought,
So you
please,
can't
well,
keep
hold on
Minister?
playing
now.
I
us
was
by
not
start at
done.
home. Go to your
Hold on
neighbor.
now. Hold on now.
I
We've
Hold
been
was
on
done
not
that.
now. Hold
done.
on. I
I
just want to
was
hear what
not
Catherine got to say.
done.
We've been
When
done
it
that.
comes
Hold
to
on.
trust, I can own. You have to have. That's where your faith comes in. To me, that's where the bridge is. That's where the Christ is for me. Because if I believe all things work together for good, then I know I'm faith in my interaction with you that his promise is going to be true.
Yes,
So therefore, I don't have any problems. I can't put my trust in you. I'm putting my trust in the Christ in you.
Come on.
exactly. And
And that's the difference.
I understand what you're
Come
saying.
on, bridge the gap,
But
sister.
all of our lives are platforms. We're looking for a platform like yours. It could be a housewife that, guys, she could have agoraphobia. She might not take 2 steps out her front door.
Come on.
So all she sees is her neighbor. But if all she can do is give a smile sometimes and kind of wave at somebody when they go to the office, you don't know, people like to be seen. So, or know that they've been seen that day. That could change the trajectory of their day. So when they're going to work, they could be more pleasant and make everything pleasant for everybody else. And it has a trickle down effect.
That part.
So I see both sides is all I'm saying, but I'm just saying I can't put my trust in a man. I got to put my trust in the Christ heart in that man. And if they don't have it, I got to say, who, Father, help me. You're going to have to be on them if you're not in them. That's all. Now I'll go look for Willie Lynch.
You can just Google it. 1712. Just Google
No,
it.
no, I respect you,
It ain't
sister.
hard to find.
I respect you.
White
Because
Very
man
true.
got
I
jacked up just to
understand.
read
I
it.
understand how she sees both sides. So for me, I'm kind of on the extreme side of things, and Dr. And Fred, y'all over there too. And I feel like the issue is that we've got a whole lot of us that think a lot of different ways. And if we can figure out, just the 4 of us on this call, figure out a way to make it work, then we can show the people how they on a global scale can make it work. That's
Well,
my
I believe
I,
thought.
we're making it work now.
and we agree with you. And that's why I'm putting this letter on where you can see what we can do and how they separated us with fear, distrust, and envy. And it's still prevalent in America today. So when I didn't trust Frederick when I met him,
I didn't know him. It took
I still
almost.
don't trust Fred, by the way. No, I'm just teasing you, Fred.
Thank
I
you.
understand.
I'm teasing you.
Thank you.
We don't have no problem with you not trusting Fred.
Thank you.
What I'm
I'm just
saying to
playing.
you, yeah, what I'm saying to you, he earned my trust. I earned his trust. Before it's over with, he'll be down here in Houston. He'll be in Atlanta with me, Chicago. He'll be on the plane with me, our own plane, our own island, our own vocational school. Why? Because I can hand him $3-4 million and tell him to take it over here and buy that, go buy this, go do that. It's done. I ain't got to worry about somebody
So my
robbed him
question
and
for you though in all of this
somebody
is
conned him.
what that got to do with me and my neighbor and my community?
Ma'am,
Well, we're gonna help you and your neighbor.
But I
Ma'am.
jokingly said, Fred, I'm sure you're delightful. You know, I've never met you in person. I'm sure you're great. But at the end of the day, and just like I was saying with Rosa Parks and Oprah and Tyler Perry and all of this, at the end of the day, I gotta figure out here in this tiny bubble that I live in how to make this a thing that becomes global, not try to start on a global. Ain't nobody gonna elect Dr. Meg president next year.
We not saying that, and you keep on pushing that. We're not saying that.
Well, that's what it sounds like your point is, though.
Let me help you out. You first start at home, then go abroad. You first start at home, and then go abroad. So I'm glad you came on, brother. Got two of y'all out of Dallas. You got a shirt on, brother? You got a t-shirt on?
I know you don't have a Dallas Cowgirl shirt on.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I said what I said now.
Make sure you got a t-shirt on, brother. God.
Oh Lord. We got to get your hands out my pocket.
This is a whole different fight.
Hold up. Brother. Brother God. Unmute your phone, brother.
He's scared because I started talking about the Dallas Cowgirls. He know what it is.
Well, he can't be too scared. Brother God, unmute your phone, brother.
I would have muted too if I was a Dallas Cowgirl fan.
Brother God.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I had to unmute your phone. You couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was trying.
What's that noise you got in the back?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll turn everything down because I was trying to keep like that last time the background. Trying to keep that background down. Let me see if I can. Yeah, okay.
You got on a shirt or a t-shirt?
That's
I got on the
Cowgirls
shirt.
when they on their way to the Super Bowl.
I said, yeah, I got on the shirt.
Yeah, because when you first came on, it didn't look correct to me. But
yeah, I got on the shirt. Yeah, it's just dark.
How you doing?
All right, how you doing this evening?
Well, I got the lawyer Megan, Dr. Megan on. I got Frederick Muhammad from Dallas on here.
Okay.
I got Catherine. We finna look at Willie Lynch. I don't know if she found it yet. Turn your mic down, all the way down.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the background. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Okay. Can you still hear me?
Testing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you came on your phone or computer? What's your phone?
No, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone again.
Okay. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. That's why I had turned both of them down. I was trying to keep us from getting that background.
Well, what I noticed is that the background only happens when other people are talking. So maybe if you mute while other people are talking and then unmute, that'll help when you're ready to say something.
Yeah,
that's what we did last time. Yeah, that's what we did last time.
What I'm saying is, Dr. Megan, it should be doing that. Again, Catherine, have you found Willie Lynch yet?
Can you mute?
Huh? Miss Catherine. It seemed like somebody done kidnapped her. Miss Catherine, have you found Willie Lynch? Okay, somebody done kidnapped her. Ladies and gentlemen,
I
our
think
feet,
I think I think the other person needs to mute so that we can hear you a little better.
he muted. He muted now. I'll unmute him in a minute. We're gonna let you speak in a minute, brother. Uh, again, Miss Catherine done got lost. Boy, I wanted that Willie Lynch up on the board. She's looking for it. There you go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, who is the best reader? Who is the best reader on this phone?
One, two,
Who
three, not
can?
it.
Huh?
I said one, two, three, not it. I'll do it if I have to.
No, we want you to do it since you're a lawyer. You're very intelligent. Bring it down, Catherine, a little bit where she can read it.
Okay.
Bring it
Where you
down.
want? Okay. Where would
Right there. All right. Let's get started. Come on. Ladies and
you,
gentlemen, this is the Wake Up the Whole America. Let's go.
can we mute whoever all the feedback though?
I barely can hear.
Where all this feedback coming from?
So you want me to start with the italicized part?
Yeah, making up a place.
Okay. This speech was delivered by Willie Lynch on the bank of James River in the colony of Virginia in 1970, 1712. Lynch was a British slave owner in the West Indies. He was invited to the colony of Virginia in 1712 to teach his methods to slave owners there.
Keep
The
going.
term lynching is derived from his last name. I didn't know that. Greetings, gentlemen. I greet you here on the bank of the James River in the year of our Lord 1712. First, I thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve some of your problems with slaves. Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves. Ancient Rome's ancient
Keep going.
Rome would envy us if my program is implemented. As our boat sailed south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human beings along its highways in great numbers, you are here using the tree and the rope on occasions. I caught the whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple miles back.
That's right.
You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprisings. Slaves are running away. Your crops are sometimes left in fields too long for maximum profit. You suffer occasional fires. Your animals are killed. Where do I begin?
Right there. Gentlemen.
Gentlemen, Catherine, do you, it's okay. 300 years. My method is simple. Any members of your family or your overseers can use it.
Whoa,
I
where
have
you at?
outlined.
Whoa. Gentlemen, you know what your problem are. You right here.
I can't see that.
You can't see it?
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I need to. Okay, gentlemen, you know what your problems are. I do not need to elaborate. I am not here to enumerate your problems. I am here to introduce you to a method of solving them. In
Listen.
my
Now you read. I'm telling the people on the TV and podcast to listen. Come on.
in my back here, I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I guarantee every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. My method is simple. Any member of your any member of your family or your overseers can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear,
My God.
distrust, and envy for control purposes. These methods have worked on my modest plantations in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On top of my list is age, but it's there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. This intelligence, size, sex, sizes of plantations, status on plantations, attitude on owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, south, have a fair hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of actions. But before that, I shall assure you that the distrust is strong, that trust and envy stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. The black slaves, after receiving this, uh, in I don't even know that word. And oh, okay, I'm sorry. After receiving that indoctrine, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Am I to continue? Okay.
Yes.
Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark skinned slave versus the light skinned slaves, and the light skinned slaves versus the dark skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have the white servants and overseers distrust all blacks. But it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen,
My
this
God.
gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used in, if used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually disrespectful.
My God.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You want someone else to read, or you want to keep reading?
I can continue if you wish.
I wish. Let's go.
Okay. It was the interest and business of slaveholders to study human nature and the slave nature in particular, with a view to particular results. I and many of them attain astonishing proficiency in this direction. They had to deal not with earth, wood, and stone, but with men, and by every regard they had for their own safety and prosperity, they needed to know the material on which they were to work. Conscious of injustice and wrong, they were every hour perpetuating and knowing what they themselves would know. Were they the victims of such wrongs? Were they constantly looking for the first sign of the dreaded retribution? They watched, therefore, with skilled and practiced eyes and learned to read with great accuracy the state of mind and heart of the slave through this sable face. Unusual sobriety, apparent abstractions, sullenness, and indifference. Indeed, any mood out of the common was afforded ground for suspicion and inquiry. Frederick Douglass, let's make Let's Make a Slave is a study of the scientific process of man breaking and slave making. It describes rationale and results of the Anglo Saxon ideas and
Come on.
methods of ensuring the master slash slave relationship. Let's
Come on.
Make a Slave, quote, the original and development of social something
Hold up.
called the quote Negro. Let us make a slave. What do we need? First of all, we need a black N word man, a pregnant N word woman, and her baby N word boy. Second, we will use the same basic principle.
Let it up, Catherine. Catherine. Catherine, we need you.
That we use in breaking a horse, combined with some more sustained factors. Keep going, Catherine.
More sustained factors. Okay. Yeah,
That's
I was
okay.
You
multitasking.
got to
That's
Hold
take
on.
it up, my beloved.
I'm trying to. Have we
we're
gotten
we're
to
we're
Frederick
literally at the
Douglass?
bottom line.
The bottom line. Okay.
Right
Okay.
there. Right
So
there.
whereas the
Okay,
nature,
so I'm
whereas
gonna Catherine, go right
oh,
ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought you needed a
No,
break. Go
no,
ahead.
no, 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 sis. You got it.
Whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take care of their offspring, we break that natural string of independence from them and thereby create a dependency status so that we may be able to get from them useful production for our business and pleasure. Well, now we have cardinal principles for making a Negro.
Read it loud. Read it loud.
Okay, but
Well,
also I'm sorry to interrupt this
mm-hmm.
because I think first of all, as what I believe to be, slightly more
Catherine, keep it
intelligent
up there. Don't move that.
what I believe to be me being slightly more intelligent than the average bear, this is difficult for people to receive. I'm an educator and I know that people don't listen to reading well. So at some point, we have to make a point here,
It's
Dr.
almost at the end. I'm
Jeremiah.
not going to make a point till I get it to the end. I know what I'm
Okay.
doing. I've been teaching this for the last 38 years. I'm not going to stop. I want them to finish reading it. It's how to make a Negro. We call each other niggas. All our women butt naked.
I just think we're losing people.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're gonna cut this up anyhow, lawyer. She gonna cut this up in 4 minutes signal. 4 minute,
For
5 minute
those people
signal.
that are here and engaging, I am concerned
They're
about
not going nowhere.
their.
They're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere.
I
I
want to
got
respect them a little bit better than that, but okay.
I got them on my Facebook. I'm looking at them. They started coming on. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. Read it, Catherine.
Well, I heard Catherine say a moment ago that we have inundated people with, and I think that the point that people are here for is not for us.
Ma'am,
This is a story time.
ma'am,
This is
let me say this to you as a lawyer. I'm gonna finish this case. We're gonna read this and we're gonna talk about it. We got enough people on here to talk about it. This is what's going on. Here you are a lawyer and you went to law school, but you never read this letter that made us a slave. This letter been
yeah. But
around
also, when was this letter written?
1712,
Okay. Well, hi. Today is 2025.
but you ain't read it. The white man kept
But
the letter
whether I've read it or
from you.
not, it doesn't affect the way that I live today.
No, yes,
And
it does. Yes, it
okay,
does.
maybe it does, but it doesn't require me to be read this letter by a couple of women that are reading it. That's all I'm saying. And
Okay,
also, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I got shit to do, and I'm not gonna sit here and read. This ain't story time for me. I'm
okay.
not here to read to people. If people want to read it, let them read it.
The
But if you're
reason
making a point, make a point.
My
Megan,
point
stop
is
being difficult, Megan.
that
I'm
she's
not
being
being
real good.
difficult. What I'm being
I
is
can handle it.
respectful of everyone's time, including my own.
Ma'am,
Okay, your time is
we
valuable
always
now
we
too.
always make time to go look at a movie. We make time to go eat. We make go
I don't
time to
watch
do everything
movies.
else.
I cook at home,
Okay, listen
and
what I'm
I don't
saying.
want to waste people's time that are here for information.
Sweetheart, you're not
People can
listening.
go read this themselves.
You're not listening to me. I
I'm
know what
not.
I'm
You're
saying.
right. Because I have a position, and my position is I don't think
And
people are here to be read to.
you telling me people ain't read this letter, so you telling me we should read the letter?
Megan, you are not the center of attention, Megan.
I'm not what?
You are not the center of attention.
You need to listen and stop thinking you know everything. You know you're wrong.
Hey,
So
listen, I don't
just
think I know
listen to
everything.
it.
I
Start
just know that
reading
my
it.
opinion matters and my position is what it is. And also, I'm trying to be respectful of people's time. I don't
My
need to be
beloved,
read to. I
you
wouldn't,
don't
I
have to be
personally wouldn't
respectful
sit here
of
and
the
listen to
people's
people
time.
read to me.
You are not. Listen, ma'am. This if we was in your law firm, whatever you tell us to do in your law firm,
You
we
do
got to
it.
do it or leave. So what I'm saying
Facts.
to you is just if you give us, we ain't got about 3 more minutes to the letters at the end.
So why are we
If you
spending
stop
time
being
reading to
so
people? This ain't story time.
confrontational, excuse me, I'm trying to talk to you. If you stop being so confrontational and listen sometime, listen to learn. To be a good follower, you be a good leader. You got to listen with an art. You in a hurry to stop doing this because you think we lose somebody. We ain't losing nobody.
I
Whoever
think I
go
think
and
the I
don't
think
listen
the
to this
point that
letter,
I'm making is that some people don't need the rudimentary, elementary version of the point you're trying to make. I think
no
what you
ma'am.
should
This ain't
be
no
doing
elementary version.
is reaching the
No ma'am.
highly intelligent
No
people
ma'am.
that are not
How
here
we
to be
highly
read
intelligent?
to.
We don't own nothing. How we highly intelligent when we spend $1.3 trillion a year with the white man? We buy labelistic purses, shoes, and clothes. We broke. We own no banks, no farms. We don't have nothing. So how are
I
we
think
highly
I think I
intelligent?
think we should start by not trivializing our level of intelligence and
I'm
meet people
asking you a
where they
question.
are.
Where's our banks? Oh, excuse me. Where our banks at? Where our banks at?
Where
Where
are
our
our nail
credit union?
salons? That was the point I was making a second ago. We got to start somewhere.
Oh, the letter, I'm trying to break a cycle. It's a generational curse, but you are arguing because you got Anglo-Saxon in you right now and you won't let go. I'm asking you to
And
just,
I'm gonna let you know that I take offense to that because I don't have Anglo-Saxon in me.
yes,
I am
you do.
100% African American, and the fact that you
You
think
what?
that because I am intelligent and don't need to be read to,
You
that I
say
am
you,
suddenly now
hold on, stop.
white.
You say you're African-American? Come on, come back to me. You say you're African-American, right?
I said what I said, sir.
Okay, let me show you something. You're African born in America. You're not American. You're the mother of earth.
Well, ask my passport and it'll tell you
I
different.
don't give
So
a
what else
damn
you
what your
got?
passport say. You're the
Well, the
woman of
American
God.
government does, and that is what
But
I
I
rely
don't. I
upon
don't follow
more than
government.
you,
I don't
sir.
follow government. I don't follow
I
government.
understand that, but that doesn't change how I feel.
The government say 2 men get married, so I don't follow government. The government say two
Dr.
men get
Jeremiah.
married and adopt a baby,
Hey,
so I don't.
listen,
I don't
at
follow
the end of the
government.
day, you can be as mad at me as you want to. I'm just telling you what your followers want to hear. And I personally, as a follower, don't want to hear that shit.
Young lady,
Uh,
you are
Megan.
getting way out there.
Dr.
You
Jeremiah.
No,
being
sir, you brought me
disrespectful
on
for the
this
first time.
show with my
Dr.
opinion. You know me
Jeremiah.
very
You
well.
being very
Dr. Jeremiah.
disrespectful.
Telling me all you want to. I'm not mad. You seem to be very
Uh,
frustrated.
You being
But all
very
I'm saying
disrespectful.
is, I just made a suggestion and you seem to be
You
very
being
frustrated
very
by it.
disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm being honest.
Okay,
And
you
you
being
don't like that I
what you
have an
think.
opinion.
The
Why?
language
Because
you
you don't
just
want to.
used was not necessary. You telling me what you believe in. This is the
It's
Johnny
not
Bonner show.
necessary,
Excuse me.
but I
Ma'am,
believe that it's not necessary.
ma'am, you're a lawyer. You want to be respected. So you on the show. Let us
And
finish,
believe I am. Just because I
ma'am.
don't have the same opinion as you don't mean I'm not disrespected.
Okay, ma'am. We are going to finish this letter, no matter what you say. If we happen to
It's
lose
your
somebody
show.
on
You
the
can do
way,
whatever you want to do. I'm just
yeah,
telling you what I don't believe people want to hear. Now,
okay,
you can
and
get mad
that's
if
your
you want
opinion.
to. I just spoke my piece. You don't have to be mad about it. You
I'm
can
not
just
mad
respect
at
my
you.
opinion. You
If
could
I was
give
mad
me
at
that.
you,
Hello,
Just
hello,
you
like
hello,
you
wasn't
can
gonna
hello,
respect.
remove me.
It's just like me.
hello, hello, hello. I think we getting off topic.
She
I
go
think
on,
we're getting off
Chris.
topic. Uh, Dr. Jeremiah, Dr. Jeremiah,
I'm listening.
got an audience, brother.
Yeah, brother, and I'm not gonna let nobody come on my show and tell
Okay,
me
I
what
understand.
not
I
to read.
understand.
You
I
invited
don't
Listen,
me
care
here,
who it is.
sir.
listen, sir.
Don't
You
Listen.
nobody come
let
on
me come
here
on your
and tell
show.
me what
I
to read,
gave you my time.
and I appreciate it. But you don't
You
tell
don't
me.
sound like it.
Uh,
You sound like you
You
law,
don't
tell,
respect my
Okay.
opinion.
ma'am,
I get to have
Um,
an opinion. You brought me on here for an
ma'am.
opinion, and
We
I'm giving
respect
it.
your opinion.
miss,
We respect your opinion, but
I
you
don't
can't
feel
stop the
it.
show and tell us what we can't read.
You seem angry that I have an
miss.
opinion right now that differs
okay.
from yours.
We need to reset, y'all, please, because we only
Chat,
have
take a
2 minutes.
5 minute break.
Yeah, we only have 10 minutes left
Take a
on
5 minute
the
break.
show.
Chat.
I want to take off.
I don't need a break. I'm not angry.
Okay, Megan, we'll be okay. It's gonna be all right.
I'm definitely not angry.
You
No, we're
seem
not.
angry,
Nobody
sir.
angry. Listen, we could
You seem
disagree
like you're
to
coming
agree.
at me for having an opinion. Why did you bring me on your show if you didn't want me to have one? I'm not going
Oh
to come on
my
here
God.
and yes man you. And you know that
I
about
don't
me.
never want nobody, ma'am. I don't
That's
need
not what it
any,
looks like.
ma'am. That's your, ma'am. I don't need anyone to
Wow.
yes me. I'm super intelligent. I can deal with anybody from the street to the suites.
That much
So,
I believe. I agree with
so
that.
yeah. So I
But
can
you
deal with it.
seem a
All
little
I'm
bit
saying,
challenged by the
Okay,
fact that I have
so
an opinion differing from yours.
and we value everybody's opinion,
I'm
right?
okay.
And I've enjoyed the banter, quite frankly.
And
So
I'm not mad one bit at
I
all.
enjoyed the
But I
banter.
stand my ground.
That's
What
Okay.
cool.
ground are you standing, Megan?
Oh, I haven't made it clear?
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
not to
give me
me. You
5 minutes and I will rant off if you want. Because you trust and believe I got an opinion, and I don't believe
Hey,
that it is being respected
and
right now. And
and
if
you
you
are
want me on
entitled
your
to that.
show again,
No,
then
no,
you're gonna
listen,
have to give me a little bit more respect than
listen,
this. You cannot
listen,
be mad at me because I differ from your opinion.
No
woman of
one is
God.
mad at you, Megan.
You sure sound like it, sir.
Well, you can say I sound like it. If
I'm
I
not
was
I am not the one that's gonna say it. It's your viewers that are
okay.
gonna say it. Because I'm just here as a guest. I showed up because you asked me to. I'm here giving my opinion and speaking my truth. And if you
We
don't like
appreciate
it,
you.
well, kick rocks. But I
Okay.
didn't ask to come on your show. You asked me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, people in the chat are saying that they are here. The other Megan says she's here to grow and learn, and let's move forward. So we're going to go
Yes,
ahead and we're going to get back on topic.
thank
Hey,
you.
well, guess what? Megan is 46, and I have been in this industry and this practice for 20 years. And I don't believe that I am here to grow and learn if my opinion is being shot down and
No
disrespected.
one shot your opinion down. No one
Well,
disrespected
then don't shut me up when I have something to say.
you. Okay. All she was trying to tell you, let's get back on topic because we got 7 minutes. We close out in 2 hours. Sometime we come right back. We're trying to get the letter in and finish
I'm
it.
here for it. I'm here for it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Catherine, what we're going to do, we're going to leave a letter right here and we're going to come back, all of us, and come back because I'm glad that Dr. Megan, Lawyer Megan, is here today to show the difference in this letter, the difference in her lawyer work and all her education and degrees. That is so wonderful. And no one is upset with her, and I'm definitely not upset with her. Uh, but I allowed her to do what she did, and I honor her and respect her. And it'll never happen again in life. But again, uh, I've read the letters.
It'll happen again because you and I debate all the time. It's fine.
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen on the show though. But what I'm saying to you is that this letter is a principle of making a Negro because you ain't gonna do it, Miss Megan. We still got black men shooting and killing each other in Chicago, in New York, LA, and right here in Houston at Haversack. right down the
I
street.
agree. I
So
agree.
this letter, the goal for this letter is fear, distrust, and envy. We won't read this letter. We'll read it on the next break. It's fear, distrust, and envy. Will and Lynn said, I'm going to bring you this. If you make these niggas, put them in fear. So they cut the babies out the stomach of the mother. They cut the biblical cards that set the babies on fire to put fear in the man and the woman. They'll take the woman, the man, and take a horse and run him and pull him apart. So this is where the fear, distrust, and envy. If you notice, if the police drive up, dudes will take the guns and throw them down. If me and Fred drive up, they'll shoot us. So the fear is still there. Fear, distrust, and envy. When the police stop a brother in the car, you go, oh my God, the police. When the police stop me, none of that. Here go my license. Here go my insurance, sir. With all due respect. And sir, by the way, I got the camera on because I don't know if you're a good officer or bad officer. I'm praying you're a good officer. And he said, yes, sir, I am. I said, thank you. So again, fear, distrust, and envy, it said it would be a perpetual cycle, Dr. Megan. It's supposed to have been over in 2012. We're in 2025, going to 26. The perpetual cycle is still going because this letter's so effective that it's affecting people, and they don't even know it's affecting them. We got a devil sitting on one shoulder, angel on the other. Both suggest us all the time, but we must learn to be wise enough to recognize the voices and follow the angels. So at no time that we would not listen to what you got to say. You are super intelligent in your law field. But when it come down to teaching a black man and a black woman, we are scientists, rocket scientists, teaching the black man that he's not a punk, he's not a sucker, he's not a homosexual, you ain't no pimp. You can act that Negro, but that ain't what you are. A woman, you ain't no bitch, you ain't no whore, you ain't no one night stand, you ain't no whoozy. You've been given your heaven, the hell. So what we do in the Hebrew Israelite, Black Strata Madonna, in the Nation of Islam, we teach our people who they are and what they are so they can be able to come out the mindset of a slave because you have a puppeteer and the puppet. So soon a dude say, what you say, nigga? Boom. 34% of black men right now, every time a woman quit him, he killing his wife, killing himself. We ain't never done this. These folks done flipped us to commit suicide now. You don't want to be with me no more? Honey, I
Okay, brother minister, I want to ask you just to hold it right there. Keep that same energy. And we're going to go ahead and end this live. Audience, please come back because we're going to come directly back on. So I will see y'all.
Everybody come right back.
Y'all, before we let the people go, do y'all want me to come back? Because I feel like I'm a catalyst here.
No, we love you.
Stop it. Stop
I mean,
it.
I love y'all too, but I also don't want to inhibit.
Sam, we're going to let them work this out. I'm ending the stream. Right back.
Yeah, get your lady friend, man.
No, you're doing too much.
Megan, stop it, Megan.
Fred, I like you, but I'm going to stop liking you in a minute.
That's okay. You're going to be all right at the end of the day.
We'll still be friends, but I might not like you after this.
Hey, I'm not likable anyway.
Me either, clearly.
Thank y'all. Y'all come right back.